The moment that I've seen it, I caught my interest right away because it's very much how everything began for me. You know, fighting for me was, yeah, I did 3 years of boxing in California, but I was 10 years old, 10 to 13. Then I come to Miami, and Miami's flooded with gang activity. And I was never one to join a gang, but I was in the middle of the mess, right? So I fought a lot. You know, there was no boxing gyms near me, and I had a lot of street fights, and every single knuckle will tell its own story, you know? I have scars in every single one of them. And looking at bare knuckles, like, okay, you know, we take off the gloves again, there's nobody trying to hump my leg anymore and trying to hold me down, whispering in my ear, please don't hit me anymore. You know, now we can really just stand up and trade. That's my shit. You know, the only things that I feel is more freedom to let go of my hands without fear of being taken down or being held down. So, yeah, I'm a great fit for it. There's no holding back. We're talking about 5 2-minute rounds. You know, right off the back, you start right in front of each other. You know, we're not in one side of the cage and the other side of the cage and let's see who's gonna feel who or not. At this time, it's like you're right in front of each other, bell rings, you got 2 minutes to explode. You know, that's the way that I fight. So, yeah, I think it's just natural for me. I think, you know, when it came to thinking about, you know, this knees injuries and backing me up in the last few years, you know, losing close decisions, I think it came to a hunger inside you that hasn't died, like that I haven't been over yet, you know? So that hunger in there, that fire, it can't be, like I can't step away from it yet, even though I do have some ventures I wanna go into business-wise, it's not time yet, you know? My body feels good, you know, other than a specific injury, I feel good. You know, I wake up in the morning, I have my energy, I have my strength. I still feel fast. I spar with young bucks, you know, in their 20s, and I'm doing good with them as long as I'm in shape. And, you know, I think it's that hunger inside more than anything. Now, defining, you know, myself to feed that hunger and, you know, the last few years of my fighting life, that will determine where it takes me in the bare knuckle scene. I think it's a hunger for championship, man. You know, I've been crowned champion 4 times, you know, in 4 different shows, 4 different organizations, 2 different weight classes. I've had opportunities to fight in pretty big shows. I've fought some pretty wild, good names out there, you know, very recognized, still fighting right now, still reigning, you know, and I've beat a few of them too, and I've lost to some of them, of course. And I think it's the feeling of, you know, there's no, like I've jumped out of a plane and I'm scared of heights, looking for that feeling. You know, it's a feeling that it cannot be explained. You know, it's when you jump on top of a cage or a ring and you have your hands up and people are screaming and chanting your name. That's a high that you will never find anywhere else. And even jumping off a damn plane, it was like 10 seconds of it. It's like it doesn't last. You know, so I think it's that I'm looking for, getting that feel a few more times before I can say, okay, I'm done with this, with the fighting part of my life.
You proof, hey, you proof, hey. Trata de ir hoy, trata de meterle tú, trata tú de meterle. Dale, dale. Eso es Rudy, no de karate school.
Bare knuckle, you can understand it. Like everybody can understand a brawl. You know, like this dude is punching this dude more, this guy's landing more, you know, this guy's cut up, he's bleeding a little too much. Like it's easier to understand. So like for the masses, I think it's gonna grow really fast, man. You know, it's gonna grow really fast. You're talking about 5 2-minute rounds of pure action with no gloves. That means somebody's either going to sleep or somebody's getting cut up within the first round. Think about it, you know? First round to the 5th round. If they last, it's a bloody war. What more excitement than that? I'm used to being the aggressor in a fight. I come in and I come to trade shots, you know, and I'm looking for that knockout hit. A vicious, brutal, long-awaited knockout. All respects to Brito. I think he's a warrior. He's coming to bang. And, you know, that's why it's going to be such a brutal knockout, because he's coming to bring it all. The guy fights, man. The guy fights. You know, he fights his heart out. The thing is, I'm going to land first.